Have you ever wondered how those awesome YouTube thumbnails are created? Hey everyone, my name is Sherelle and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my YouTube thumbnails using Canva. And Canva is just a really great website because there's so many different designs and things that you can do within the website. Whether it's for social media, a business, basically if you can think of it, you can design it there. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the most simplest, most common way of making a thumbnail. And along the way, I'll be showing you guys how to go ahead and operate the system. So when you open up Canva, this is the main page. If there was already a project that you were working on, you can find it up here or you can click on projects. So we're going to go over to create a design and I'm going to go ahead and type in YouTube thumbnails. So if you don't already have a design that's in mind, then they have plenty of templates that you can go ahead and choose from. What I think is really important when making a thumbnail is you want to make sure that whatever your subject is, whether it's yourself, whether it's food, you want to make sure that your subject is very large. And the other thing is going to be the text box. You always want to make sure that your text box stands out as much as possible, just because as people are scrolling, they're not going to really take the time out to read something that's small. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this design. Before I start to edit anything on it, I select this button here and I create a duplicate page. And I'm going to do that just because if I delete something up here and I want to go back to it, then I can always go back to it. So I'm going to select this box and then just start deleting anything that I don't need. Now this box here is pretty much a large group. I'm going to go ahead and ungroup it. And then I'm just going to remove anything that I don't need. So to straighten this up, an arrow will appear and you'll go ahead and grab it and just turn it. So for the photo, when you hit delete, it's going to give you two options. If you delete the grid, then you're going to delete the entire thing. So I'm just going to go to delete image. And then I'm going to come over here to my uploads. I already have photos uploaded, but if you had nothing uploaded, you're going to go to upload file. And you can upload from Instagram or just pretty much just pick the source that you want to upload from. And then it's going to load and display down here. So I select my photo and we're going to go to edit photo and we're going to go to BG, which stands for background remover. The way that you get this photo into this here box is we're going to grab it and we're going to drag it over. I sometimes get this the first try, but then sometimes I don't. So I just kind of play around with it until it goes into the box. There we go. And I'm going to pull it out to make it large. Next, we're going to go ahead and input the text. For the word Canva, I'm going to come over to Elements and I'm going to type in Canva logo. I always make sure that I'm on all and then I go to see all. I'm going to go with this one. Okay, so do you see how the text is pretty much covering the image? So I'm going to select my image and I'm going to go to position and we're going to position it forward. Now I'm just going to keep making it bigger. And then if you didn't want these text box, anything that has a square around it, you can go ahead and remove, but I'm going to go ahead and leave everything there. And then anytime I do a text, I always make sure to make it bold because I want it to show as much as possible. And that is it for the first one. I like to say that this is going to be the most easiest way just because all that you really have to do is select a template, and from there, you're just going to customize it and kind of make it your own. And then another note, because if you spend a lot of time working on a project, you don't want to accidentally delete the wrong page. So this here is going to be your trash button, but the way that you read it is going to be going directly across. So at the very top even, it's going to go directly across. I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. Now I'm going to add a page. For this one here, to change the color, I'm going to come over here to my background color, and we're going to make it white. Then I'm going to go to my uploads, and I'm going to upload 2 different photos. We definitely want to remove our background. So again, that's just edit photo and background remover. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I am going to start cropping out anything that I don't need. And then I'm going to grab it from this angle and I'm just going to make it as large as I need it to be. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and select the top photo and we're going to come up here to border. There's a lot of different borders that you can choose from, but I'm going to go with this one. And a way to increase the thickness of it is you're just going to drag this forward. I'm going to go to about right here. We'll do the same thing to the bottom. If you already know what number you need it at, you can just type in the number and it's just a little bit quicker. I want to put a text here, so I'm going to come over to our text and we're going to add a text box. And because we know how important the wording is going to be, well, at least how important it is for people to be able to read the words, we're going to make it as big as possible. Okay, so now I'm going to use this smaller body of text. And if you grab it from right here, you can go ahead and just move it over. I'm going to make it bold. I'm also going to make it a little bit bigger. But I don't want it to overpower this right here. I want this to be the most important. And sometimes that happens. If it happens and it appears like this, I know it's not going to come out like this one. So I'm just going to click it and delete it. Then I'll click in this box and then add another text box. See, much better. Okay, so everything is pretty much done and added. From there, I just go in and mess with the placements. So if I decide that I want it to look a little bit bigger, then I just make it a little bit bigger. But that's pretty much it. I feel like this is going to be the second easiest way just because You don't have anything already made for you. You're starting with a blank paper, but you're starting to create some type of design. So I'm going to show you a third way now, and this is going to be doing just a little bit more, just to show you guys a little more of the features. Okay, so I'm going to change the color. Let's say you scroll down here and there's a color that you want, but you don't see it. You want to click on a color that's closest to what you're going for, and you're going to click on add a new color, and it puts you in like the general area for that color. So you can make it whatever color you want. But I'm going to type in the color that I'm going for just because I already know what I'm looking for. Now from here, I'm going to go to my uploads and I'm going to upload a few pictures. And you guys already know we're going to remove every single background. Okay, so now I'm going to insert a text box. I come over to our text, add a text box, and then just remember to grab that arrow. Then I'm going to use this and just make it larger. So one thing that I want to show you is I want to show you a little bit of things that you can do with the words. So if you come over here to effects, you can make the wording look different. I'm going to go ahead and use the shadow. And even with the shadow, if you want to intensify it, you just drag it up. So I'm going to go to about right there. Another thing that you can do is, let's say you don't want the traditional text to go straight across. If you come all the way down to the bottom, they have this curve button and it completely changes it. So that's another little neat feature that you can go ahead and do. But for today, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to leave it normal. So back into effects, and we're going to scroll down, and we're going to leave it normal. Okay, so now to go ahead and copy and paste, I'm going to press Control C, and then I'm going to press Control V. And then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go back into effects, and I'm going to use neon. So I am throwing this together as we do this video. I didn't really have a design in mind when I started making this, so hopefully this comes out pretty okay. And then just remember that our subject, we want it to be as big as possible. I'm going to make these a little bit bigger, but I do not want them larger than the photo that's in the middle. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys some patterns. If you come over here into elements, I'm going to type in patterns. Now you see how it put us on photos? If you were to select one of these, what it would look like is it would cover it up. But there are things that you can do, which we won't do that today. I just wanted to show you guys that so that you make sure that you always press all. And then we're going to go to see all. Now, if you see this little crown logo, it means that it's a pro item. But Canva has so many options that are completely free that you can go ahead and use. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with this design. Oops. Okay, so do you see how the pattern is covering my leg up? So I'm going to go ahead and select the image, and we're going to go back to position again, and we're just going to position it forward. So once you have all of your thumbnails made, you're going to go up here to the share button, and we're going to press download. So right now it's in a PNG format. There are other formats, but always, always, always for a thumbnail, make sure that it's in that PNG format. And then if you come down here to your pages, it automatically selects all of them. But let's say you only needed a certain page or a certain amount of pages. You're going to go ahead and deselect it, and you'll just pick what you need. Then you're going to press done, and then you'll press download. So that is all that there is to use in Canva. There is a ton of more things that I would love to show you guys, but I wanted today to just be about giving you the basics and the fundamentals for how to work Canva. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any important videos. And if there's something that you would like to see me do, go ahead and leave it in the comments below.